Hey Lucio,
Yeah.
when do you want to film that video about the 5 best places to propose in Chicago?
The what now?
The video you want to film on the 5 best places to propose in Chicago.
How about today?
Today?
Yeah.
We already had enough to do today.
Come on. Go
Okay.
down.
Okay, so first stop of the day is the Alfred Caldwell Lily Pool. This is in Lincoln Park. It's right off Fullerton, so you're super close to the zoo and the beach, but as you can tell, it's really quiet. It's kind of like a secluded area, a lot of greenery, a path, as you can tell, people run and walk on it, but it's still really quiet considering the minute you leave this area, you're back in the hustle and bustle of Lincoln Park. So the nice thing about this park is that if you're doing a surprise proposal and you don't want your fiance to know there's a photographer here, where I'm standing is opposite of the structure so that you could propose here. The photographer could be hiding where I am, kind of on rocks and right off a path. That way they can capture the proposal without anybody even knowing. So we're at our next location. It's Milton Olive Park. It's along the lakefront, just outside of Navy Pier almost. We wanted to include this one because we found a lot of people seem surprised to know it's here. They've never heard about it. As you can see, there's a little patch of concrete back there that juts out over the lake, and that's the most popular spot for the proposal because the photographer can be standing where I am, and the fiance may not even know they're there, so you could catch another surprise proposal. It also has a great view of the city. You get all of the north side, John Hancock, beautiful view, whether it's daytime or in the evening. We've shot proposals here for both times of day. But one thing to note, it is only open from dawn to dusk. So if you are gonna be proposing in the cooler month when the sun sets earlier, keep that in mind because it might be closed by the time you get here. And as far as permits for this location, we couldn't find a lot of information. We did find that it does not fall under the general Chicago Park District permit, and all they did was list a phone number to call. So I will go ahead and put that in the description of this video. That way, if you are interested in a photo permit, you can call that number and find out. Or if you hire us, we can do that work for you. Okay guys, so we're at our third stop of the day. We are now in the Loop. We're right off Michigan Avenue, but even though it's the fact that we're right off the street, you can't hear a lot of other noise. Mostly just hear water and people chit-chatting. So we are just outside of the Art Institute in one of their gardens. It is pretty much a little bit of an oasis off Michigan Avenue, so you can be in the Loop, in the hustle and bustle, but still have a very private place if you wanted to propose where you're not going to get pushed around by tourists and gawked at. So when we did research for this area, the Art Institute inside and outside both required, they didn't call it a permit, but you do have to fill out the Art Institute's filming guide. There's a link on their website. You can go to their website, search for a photography permit, and you get that link. You have to fill out a form, and then they can, give you permission or not to film whatever you'd like. Okay, we're at our fourth stop for the day. As you can see, it's got another great skyline view, pretty much unobstructed. I'm over here at the museum campus. I'm actually on the concrete steps just outside of the Adler Planetarium. So as you can see, this is probably one of the more crowded locations, and it's a beautiful day. It's the weekend. This place will get less and more crowded depending on time of day. So if you really want that really secluded proposal, I would say come a little earlier. It's about noon right now, or later in the evening it tends to quiet down. Mid-afternoon's probably the busiest, but even then you can see I'm pretty much by myself where I'm standing. You just got to kind of find your own spot. So this location does fall into the Chicago Park District. So to apply for a permit for them, it is a $35 application fee, and then the permit ends up being $45 per hour depending on how many hours you need. So this park does have signs saying it closes at 11 p.m. So this would be a good park if you wanted to do after dark, later in the evening, maybe after dinner and some drinks and then propose. This would be open late enough. our fifth and final location of the day. This is Garden of the Phoenix, or on Google Maps sometimes it comes up as Osaka Gardens. It's a Japanese-style garden just south of the Museum of Science and Industry. It's probably the most secluded garden of today, or the location of today, just because it does require a little bit more walking to get to, because you have to walk past the museum and down a path to get here. But it's absolutely beautiful. It's got walkways, they're very manicured pathways. It's even got a little nice bridge. This is another spot you could do a surprise proposal if you plan it where you propose on this bridge and your photographer could be standing where we are, or even a little further back, and your fiance would never know that the photographer is there. So it could be a complete surprise, and you have some really nice genuine photos from it. This park is open dawn to dusk. And for permits, for photography permits, check the Chicago Park District. We believe it falls under that. And just in case, no one's been out here questioning permits yet today, but it's always a safer bet to be prepared rather than get kicked out of your primary location. Also, real quick fun note, if you can hear me over the waterfall feature that's also here, is this little pond lake area has got these bright orange fish that swim around. They're pretty big. We tried to catch some video of it. We hope it came out. Some of them were even jumping up out of the lake, so just kind of cool. All right, so bonus 6 location for the day. We're gonna throw this one in here because it's right near where we were. So you can see the Museum of Science and Industry is right behind us. We're on the south side of it. Thank you, Lucio, for directing. So if you come the right time of year, March, April-ish, this whole area is covered with cherry blossoms. The same kind that you see people want photos of in Japan. Right now it's all green, but we'll show you a picture real quick of what it looks like blooming. But yeah, it's a certain time of year, but if you plan it right, it's gorgeous.
Hey guys, I hope you liked our top 5 locations to propose in Chicago. Let us know which one you would consider proposing, which one you like the best, and if you have any other recommendations to for us actually, put them in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video, and see you until the next video.